Hi everybody. Imagine walking into a cafeteria and being handed a tray with pizza that tastes like cardboard, fruit that's smothered in syrup, and a chocolate milk that has more sugar than a candy bar. That's not just some bad day. That is what millions of kids are eating for school lunch every single day. The long-term effects of these poor choices like obesity, diabetes, and heart disease end up impacting our entire healthcare system and our economy. The food that we give them shapes how the kids learn, shape how they feel, and ultimately it shapes who they become. As a mother, communication student, and a certified personal trainer, I've seen firsthand how food affects energy and mood. The food we give them doesn't just shape their day, it shapes their future. Today we're going to look at the lunches provided in our educational system and how they are failing the kids. The real substantial consequences it has on their health, learning, and what we can do together to fix it. So let's start with what's actually on the tray. According to a Journal of Health Economics study by Berlotte and James in 2011, schools that serve healthier lunches see measurable improvements in students' academic performances, but many cafeterias still rely on cheap, highly processed foods. Meals are reheated instead of cooked, vegetables come from cans and not gardens, and the menus are packed with sugar, sodium, and fats. And the craziest part about all this is that the kids know it. A study of preventative medicine by Turner in 2014 found that students reject these meals altogether, creating massive food waste. And in other words, we're paying for food that they end up throwing away. So what's the real impact of these soggy fruits and salty nuggets? Poor nutrition affects far more than physical health. Kids who eat low-quality lunches are more likely to struggle with focus, energy, and behavior in and out of the classroom. And it's even worse for children with ADHD or sensory processing challenges who depend on balanced meals to regulate their mood and energy. And for many low-income students, the cafeteria meal is their main meal of the day. The Center for Disease Control Prevention in 2024 reports that 1 in 5 American children rely on the free or reduced school lunch program. When the only meal that they are getting throughout the day is unhealthy, we are setting them up for a struggle with diet-related diseases. But the good news is that we can absolutely fix this if we choose to. Improving school lunches is possible, and it starts with stronger nutrition standards and accountability. Schools that work with local farms, for example, serve fresher meals that support both student health and the local economy. According to the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health in 2023, districts that adopted the farm-to-school partnerships saw higher fruit and vegetable consumption among students, plus less food waste. Even small changes like replacing sugary drinks with water was found to be beneficial. Now, imagine walking into a cafeteria where the smell of real food fills the room. Fresh fruit, whole grains, lean proteins, and meals inspired by the diverse cultures that we all are. Kids would eat better, they would learn better, they would feel better. And that's what happens when we invest in real nutrition and not processed junk. So how do we make this vision real? Here's where you come in. Reach out to your local school board, ask what steps they're taking to improve meal quality, support legislation that funds healthy school meals and local sourcing. Share this issue with parents, teachers, all your community members. We all know that change happens when we all band together. We've looked at how current school lunches are failing our kids, why that matters for their health, learning, and the steps we can do to make things better. No child should have to choose between being hungry or eating something unhealthy. Better lunches means better learning, better health, and a better future. It's time to speak up, take action, and stop serving cardboard pizza, syrup, fruit, and start serving kids what they deserve, for food that fuels their future. And remember, kids can't advocate for themselves. It's our responsibility to do it for them.